The morning sun hasn't yet broken over the horizon when I decide to drive by Jenna's place. Not because I suspect anything, but because she asked me to pick up her laptop before work. We've been married for 8 blissful years, and not once have I doubted her love. That's why, when I pull up to the quaint, vine-draped cottage she's supposedly house-sitting for her friend, the sight of her laughing and running barefoot across the dewy lawn stuns me into silence. She's unaware of my presence, her joy is palpable and infectious, yet it stings like betrayal. It doesn't take more than a second to notice she's not alone. A man, tall and unfamiliar, is chasing after her with the same wild abandon. They stop abruptly, the laughter ceasing as he sweeps her into his arms. My heart races, not with excitement, but with a dark, twisting dread. I'm still processing the scene when Jenna turns and sees me. The color drains from her face, and her bright, carefree smile crumbles into a look of sheer terror. She stumbles out of the man's embrace and starts toward me, her steps hesitant. "Lucy," she breathes out, her voice trembling. It's not. Judging by the way you can't even close your legs, the party was a hit, huh?" My words are acidic, fueled by a cocktail of hurt and rage. I hadn't planned to say anything so cutting, but the pain sharpens my tongue. Jenna falls to her knees on the cold, damp grass, the dew soaking through her thin pajama shorts. Her hands are clasped together, pleading. "Please, Lucy, let me explain. It's not what you think. I cut her off, stepping back as if her words are physical blows. "Save it. Just save it, Jenna." My voice cracks, betraying the storm of emotions brewing inside me. I need to leave to breathe, to think away from the piercing gaze of her blue, tear-filled eyes. As I turn back to my car, her sobs fill the morning air, a haunting melody that follows me as I drive away. The image of her and that man, so entwined, so happy, replays over and over in my mind. It's clear now that my Jenna, the woman I married, might be as unfamiliar to me as the stranger in her arms. Back home, the silence of our apartment suffocates me. Every picture, every piece of furniture screams Jenna. I pour myself a coffee, the steam blurring my vision, or perhaps it's unshed tears, anger, humiliation, and a burgeoning desire for retribution clouding my judgment. What Jenna doesn't know, what she couldn't possibly imagine, is that her brief moment of indiscretion has set the wheels of a much larger plan in motion. A plan that had started as a mere thought, a passing fantasy during moments of insecurity. But now, fueled by the raw pain of betrayal, it's solidifying into something concrete, something unstoppable. I pull out my phone, my fingers hovering over the keypad. There are calls to make, plans to arrange, and allies to rally. If Jenna thought today was just a morning of innocent fun, she's gravely mistaken. The party's just beginning, and I'm about to change the tune to something far darker. As the sky brightens outside, signaling the start of a new day, I feel a strange sense of clarity. The road ahead is fraught with moral dilemmas and potential devastation, but one thing is clear. I will not be the same woman by the end of this. Nor, I suspect, will Jenna. The rhythmic pounding of my heart matches the early morning joggers tapping down the sidewalk as I steer my car toward an unfamiliar part of the city. The sun has fully risen now, casting long shadows and illuminating the path to a confrontation I never imagined I'd have. Today, I'm not just a betrayed wife. I'm a woman on a mission. I pull up to a nondescript coffee shop, the kind of place where secrets are as common as the espresso shots they serve. Inside, I spot Alex, Jenna's brother, who waves me over to a secluded corner booth. His face is etched with concern, the furrows in his brow deepening as I approach. "Lucy, what's going on?" "You sounded urgent on the phone," he says, his voice low and tense. Sitting down, I lean forward, my hands clasped tightly around a cold ceramic mug. "It's Jenna. I saw her this morning with someone else. It was intimate." Alex's jaw tightens, his eyes clouding with a mix of shock and anger. "Are you sure Jenna wouldn't?" "I saw them, Alex. She was practically glowing." I interrupt, my voice a whisper of pain and certainty. We sit in heavy silence, broken only by the clink of coffee cups and the distant hum of morning chatter. Finally, Alex speaks, his decision seemingly made. "What you need from me?" His straightforwardness is a balm to the chaotic storm within me. "I need information. Who is he? What are they planning? I need to know everything." Nodding sullenly, Alex pulls out his phone. "I'll see what I can find out. You know I'm not comfortable spying on Jenna, but if she's doing something that could hurt you, I need to help." Gratitude mixes with the bitterness of my situation. Thank you, I murmur, feeling the weight of our packs settle around us. Leaving the coffee shop, my next stop is at the office of an old friend who now works in private security. Rachel greets me with a warm hug, sensing more than I say. Her office is a fortress of screens and surveillance equipment, a stark contrast to the emotional chaos of my life. Lucy, what brings you here? Rachel asks, her keen eyes searching mine. I hesitate, the words heavy on my tongue. I need to keep an eye on Jenna. I think she's involved in something serious. Rachel's professionalism doesn't waver. I can set up surveillance, track her movements. You'll have access to everything on your phone. Do it, I say, the words slicing through the last of my hesitations. As I leave Rachel's office, my phone buzzes. It's Alex. His message is brief. Got an ink for you, Mark Davidson. Works in finance, met Jenna at a conference last month. Mark Davidson. The name echoes in my mind, a clue in the unfolding mystery of Jenna's betrayal. As I drive home, a plan begins to form, each piece slotting into place with a satisfying click. Jenna's new friend is about to become a key player in a game he doesn't even know he's playing. Back home, I sit in the quiet of our living room, surrounded by the life Jenna and I built together. Each photo on the mantle, each piece of shared history now feels tainted. But beneath the hurt, a fierce determination grows. I won't be the unsuspecting victim in this story. Tonight, Jenna will come home, and she'll expect the usual quiet evening. But with each passing hour, as the shadows lengthen and the house grows dark, I prepare for a confrontation that will change everything. Because in this new reality of deceit and half-truths, knowledge is power, and I intend to be fully armed. The clock ticks ominously as I prepare the living room for Jenna's return. My mind races with the scenarios that could unfold tonight. The room is dimly lit, the soft glow of the table lamp casting shadows that feel like specters of our happier past. I sit on our couch, my legs crossed, trying to project calmness despite the storm raging inside me. When the key turns in the lock, my heart skips a beat. Jenna steps in, her face weary from the day, her smile cautious as she spots me waiting. Lucy, you're home early, she comments, dropping her keys into the bowl by the door. A mundane act that suddenly feels loaded with significance. I needed to talk to you, I say, my voice steady. It's important. Jenna pauses, her expression shifting from tired to guarded. She sits opposite me, maintaining a careful distance. What's going on? Taking a deep breath, I plunge into the heart of the matter. I saw you this morning. With him, Mark Davidson, isn't it? The color drains from Jenna's face. She blinks rapidly, her hands clenched in her lap. Lucy, No. I cut her off, the pain sharpening my words. I don't need excuses, Jenna. I need the truth. All of it. Her eyes fill with tears, but she nods, swallowing hard. Yes, it's Mark. We met at a conference. It started as just talking, but it became more. Her voice is a whisper of regret. And you thought you'd get away with it? My question is more an accusation, my feelings raw and exposed. I was going to tell you, she insists, her voice breaking. I just didn't know how. I lean forward, my gaze fixed on her. Tell me everything, Jenna, now. The story pours out of her. Meetings disguised as work events, secret messages, lies that had seemed harmless at first but grew into a web of deceit. As she talks, the pieces of my broken trust lie scattered between us. Why, Jenna? Why him? I ask, my voice hoarse with emotion. He made me feel wanted in a way I haven't felt in years. I'm sorry, Lucy. I never wanted to hurt you. The apology stings too little too late. I stand abruptly, my decision clear. I need space. I need time to think about us, about what's left of us. Jenna reaches out, her hand trembling. Please don't go, we can fix this. Pulling away, I shake my head. I can't. Not now. I need to clear my head. As I grab my coat and head to the door, her sobs echo behind me, a painful reminder of the rupture in our lives. Stepping out into the chill of the night, I feel the weight of the evening pressing down on me. I walk without direction, the streets empty and reflective under the streetlights. My mind reels with the revelations, the hurt, and an unsettling thought. What if there's more to the story? What if Jenna's affair was just the surface of deeper secrets? Determined to uncover the full extent of the betrayal, I make a mental list of my next steps. Talk to Alex again, see if he's learned anything new. Check the surveillance footage from Rachel. understand the full scope of Jenna's deception. This isn't just about a cheating spouse anymore. It's about unraveling the truth, no matter how deep I have to dig. As I wander through the night, the cool air doesn't soothe my turmoil, but it sharpens my resolve. This isn't the end of our story, it's just a dark chapter, and I'm the one who will write what happens next. The world is still shrouded in pre-dawn gloom as I find myself standing outside the office building where Mark Davidson works. The cool air nips at my skin, a physical reminder of the chill that has settled over my life since discovering Jenna's betrayal. But this morning isn't just about confronting a ghost, it's about unearthing truths. I've arranged to meet Alex here. His recent discoveries have hinted at something deeper, something more sinister than a simple affair. As he approaches, his face is grim, his usual warmth replaced by a steely resolve. "Lucy, are you sure you want to do this?" he asks, his concern palpable. I nod, tightening my grip on the folder in my hands. The culmination of days spent digging through Jenna's digital and real-life trails, aided by Rachel's surveillance expertise. I have to know everything, Alex. Whatever it is. We enter the building and head straight to a private conference room Alex reserved for us. The moment we sit down, he slides a USB drive across the table. I pulled some of Mark's financials and connections. Look at this. Plugging the USB into my laptop, I open the files. Lines upon lines of transactions, names, dates, they start to blend together until a particular series of emails catches my eye. They aren't just between Jenna and Mark. There are other names, ones linked to corporate accounts, large sums of money, and vague but suspicious mentions of moving pieces into place and waiting for the right moment. What is this, Alex? I look up at him, my heart racing with a mix of fear and anger. It looks like Mark was using Jenna as a pawn in a larger game. He's involved in something big. Money laundering, maybe even corporate espionage. Jenna's company has access to valuable data. The revelation hits me like a tidal wave. Jenna. My Jenna, used without her knowledge. I feel a fierce protectiveness surge through me, alongside the betrayal. We have to tell her. She needs to know. We leave immediately, driving to the house where I know Jenna will be waiting. She answers the door, her eyes red from crying, her expression wary but hopeful. When she sees Alex, her confusion deepens. "Jenna, we need to talk. It's about Mark." I begin, my voice steady despite the turmoil inside. As we lay everything out, the financial transactions, the suspicious emails, the possible criminal activities, Jenna grows pale. I had no idea. I thought we were I didn't know. Her devastation is real, and it pierces through the remnants of my anger. Here is the woman I loved, vulnerable and misled. "We believe he was using you to get to your company's data," Alex adds, his voice gentle. "You might be in danger, Jenna." The weight of the situation settles over us all. Jenna looks between us, lost and scared. Then, with a resolve that surprises me, she nods. "What do we do now?" "We go to the police," I say. "We turn over everything we have, and we protect you at all costs." The next hours are a blur of police stations, statements, and the slow unraveling of Mark Davidson's schemes. Jenna stays by my side, her presence a constant reminder of the tangled web of emotions I still need to sift through. As we step out of the police station, the early morning sun finally breaks over the horizon, bathing the world in a soft, forgiving light. Jenna stops, turning to me. "Lucy, I'm so sorry for everything. If there's a way to..." I take her hand, squeezing it gently. "Let's start with honesty, from here on out. We'll see where it leads us." As we walk into the new day, I realize that while the path ahead is uncertain, it's paved with possibilities. Forgiveness might take time, and trust might need rebuilding, but with the truth laid bare, there's hope for a fresh start, whatever that may look like.